Hey, it's So from So's Real Thoughts. If you've been wondering where I've been all summer, please check out my life update video that I just did, and it'll explain everything. But as promised, I said because I didn't do a June, July, August film favorites, I shall do that right now. It's been a very hectic summer, and I finally caved and got a Letterboxd. So feel free to follow me there. Because I'm so MIA nowadays, please follow my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram because I post very frequently on those platforms about articles that just came out that are worth reading, my Instagram stories, all the films I've been watching, I chronicle it there. Eventually, I obviously export it to my So's Film Diaries, but you can watch it there immediately for your consumption. So, yes, like I said, I got a letterbox, and now I could just track all I've been watching there publicly, which honestly is a little shameful because nowadays I just want to lay back and watch a bunch of animated kid movies. It's just my jam at the moment. And so Netflix is only suggesting mostly Disney and Pixar films. Anyways, the summer was hectic, but I was able to watch quite a few films. Quite a few films. June especially was one of my favorite months ever because I finally tried the Filmstruck streaming, but I did a free trial for I think 10 days. They give you a free trial of 10 days where you can watch all the Criterion films that your heart desires. So I watched quite a few. I might make a separate video just for that because it was such a like extensive. I watched a lot of films that I really liked and I would love to talk about them all. But out of the 10 days that I've watched nonstop films, the two that really stood out the most, holy crap, and is now one of my favorite films of all fucking time, is Lady Snowblood and Thelma and Louise because I never watched those two before. Tragedy, I know. Lady Snowblood. Once you watch Lady Snowblood, it basically. I cannot begin to describe and emphasize that Tarantino would not be Tarantino without Lady Snowblood. Kill Bill would not have been made without Lady Snowblood and other revenge films with that are lady centric and just really fucking badass without this film. It is an incredible movie. Just so many of the effects, the camera shots, how it looks. I can see its influences in so many films that have come out thus far. I think that film came out in the 60s. It came out with a sequel, Lady Snowblood 2, I think. That one is equally as good as the first one, but the first one by far one of the most incredible films just ever. Like just in technique, story. I will go more into it in the Filmstruck video, but you have to watch that. And then Thelma and Louise, I've never watched before, so I finally watched it, and it is wow. I did not prepare for it. It's so well made in terms of the acting, the way it's shot, just the setting, the tone of it, and its progression. Because I know the last scene is the most iconic thing in film history, and we're always like, oh, that's what happens at the end. But then it sounds so insane when you think about just that scene isolated. But when you think of the progression of their story and how it got to that, it's brilliant, and it made me so emotional, and I was like, fuck, true friendship all the way to the very very fucking end. So yeah, June was packed month with those. I will do a video just for that. Filmstruck is amazing. Try the free trial and let me know what you think. Like I said, I did the free trial and then I stopped, and then because I got so busy, I was like, no point in paying for something that I'm not gonna watch. And then I discovered Canopy, which is a streaming site that you can watch a lot of the Criterion films on. And I think you can get Canopy through your library card. So if you have a library card, you can easily access that. It's been a lifesaver because everything's free. It's brilliant. So June, I was able to go to LA Film Festival, where you can see my vlog of that up here. I will put that through. I went to go see Built to Fail, the streetwear documentary by Bobby Hundreds, and Bruce Terry Chung's Don't Come Back from the Moon, which is written by James Franco. It's this beautiful independent film that just oozes like romanticism, and it feels like a very James Franco story, but the way it's shot and the way it's told, I love it. Bruce is an incredible filmmaker. I hope to work with him one day, for real. Like, he's a brilliant cinematographer turned director, and this was a really great directorial debut film. And then I watched Ingrid Goes West. I also did a trailer reaction plus film review for Ingrid Goes West, which I will put up right here. Oh my god, let me just say that this film might be one of the best films of this year. No joke. The trailer makes it seem very satirical, which it is, and shallow, but it is not. It is very exact, and man, it gets the nuance of social media and how toxic it can be, and it's so brilliant in so many ways. I really applaud its screenplay and just the direction they went in. And Aubrey Plaza has never been better. So definitely check my video of that out. Love it. And right before, in my life update video, I said that I started a production job, which lasted for like 2 months. And so that's why I wasn't able to like make videos or watch as many films. And prior to that, I recorded so many things, so I will edit those and release those soon. One of them being Baby Driver's review. I watched it, loved it, can't wait to release the review of that. So excited. Better late than never. So July was the hectic month. I was only able to watch maybe like 4 films, and 3 of them was films that I loved to watch again and again, like probably The Matrix and Fight Club, amongst others. In July, though, I was able to attend The Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter live score at the Hollywood Bowl, which I filmed a vlog. You can check it out here. I loved it. It was so much fun. I suggest with any of your favorite films, if you can watch it with the live score, please do. It is such a great experience, especially because you're outdoors with everybody who love the film just as much as you do, and everyone's like cheering, and it was just like a really special experience. So I really love that. Also in July, I was able to watch Okja, where I saw Tarantino and Bong Joon-ho, which I'm sure you're tired of me talking about it, but that video is also right here that you can click. So yeah, I mean, August rolled around pretty quickly, and I wish I can I hope I am elaborating on my film favorites a little bit more. Maybe I'm doing it too briefly, but they were all very, very brilliant. If they're too brief, down below, I will write a description of why I liked these films. But August rolled around, I saw Atomic Blonde. Holy crap, Atomic Blonde, really loved it. The guy, one of the guys who directed John Wick directed Atomic Blonde, and the action sequences were great. But what better than that, because it's adapted from a graphic novel, I love the tone of it because it captures Berlin in like 1989, but right before the wall falls, and it's just it's a tone. It's this punk rock. It's like really gritty. There's this rebellion going on. It's a whole. I loved it. That part really makes me want to go to Berlin so badly and explore the scene. Along with that, I think there was an article that came out how this Korean film is better than Atomic Blonde, but it's like, dude, they're totally different films. Just because they're two action films starring ladies doesn't mean you can compare them. But the other film that I truly, truly thought was one of the most kick-ass was this Korean film called The Villainness, which I might have talked about in my life update. But it is this like ex-CIA lady who gets caught, like not explaining it so correctly. She gets like caught up, she gets kidnapped, and then gets forced to train to kill other people in order to get out, even though she was already like an assassin. And then there's so many twists, there's so many backstabbing moments. The action is incredible. The thing about this film, the opening sequence is unforgettable. It's unrelenting violence that will make you shiver from like head to toe. There are a lot of action sequences that I was like, yes, I feel satisfied with this. But also it had a really great, intense, in-depth story that I was like, great. I sometimes feel like with action films, they want to capitalize on the action that they kind of don't focus on the story as much. But it felt like, you know, I love when action films just kind of glide through. Like, you don't really notice that, like, those quiet moments. Seamlessly done. Definitely check out The Villainness. I wish they got a wider release. They came out maybe, like, 2 weeks ago in, like, one theater in LA. Like, are you kidding me? I can't even imagine where else it could go. A real tragedy. Also, speaking of ladies who fucking kick ass, I have these nights where I'm like so exhausted. I just want to watch just a dumb movie as a palate cleanser on Netflix or whatever. It takes so hard to find. But as soon as I went on Netflix, maybe, you know, a couple weeks ago, I came across this film called Lady Bloodfight. Exactly what you need, an action film with ladies who are kicking each other's butts, like so hardcore. And even though it's cheesy at some parts and it has kind of this like white savior who goes to the east premise, I loved just the action sequences because they really were not sugarcoating it. They were like really hitting each other to the bone. It's like Raise. If you haven't seen Raise with Zoe Bell, you have to. It is amazing. I'm telling you, love action films. Along with that, I did a trailer reaction for the Safdie Bros. Good Time. Watched Good Time. Good Time is brilliant. I love when you can watch a film and it's just like you're watching it in real time. You're not even watching a film at that point. You're just watching everything happen. So you're just so caught up in just the storyline, the acting. Robert Pattinson is unbelievable. He's unrecognizable. I was like, oh man, this guy really exists. It's not even Robert Pattinson. It's like this random dude in New York who is using everybody for his own benefit. Those people exist, and it was so brilliant. I love the Safdie Bros for always pushing the envelope when it comes to cinema, and it seems so effortless in a way. It's incredible. Yeah, like I said, I've been really enjoying just kid films. Finally watched Mulan 2. That sucked ass. Do not watch it. And then I was like, because I started on like Mulan, it suggested so many other kid films, and so I watched Kung Fu Panda, and let me tell you, that animation is incredible. It's so vivid and man, the colors just pop, and just the way the characters move and how all the scenes are presented. Wow, I was really impressed. I was like, holy shit, animation is impeccable. Really, truly impeccable. It's so strange because I wanted to finish the trilogy because, as you know, they came out with 1, 2, and 3, but they don't have 2 on Netflix, but they have 3. So it's like, how am I supposed to finish this trilogy? Makes no sense. Um, so yeah, I think I know I whizzed through that so freaking fast. So I hope you had like a pen and paper so you can write down. If not, I probably listed all below with every description of why I loved it. So beyond those were just my highlights, to be honest. But I watched so many other films. Uh, Definitely check out my Letterboxd. Constantly watching things just so I can like turn off my brain. As you know, I am shooting a short film in like a week. Freak out mode impending. So yeah, and of course, Beyond Fest is coming. Halloween is coming. Halloween, you guys, I'm so excited. I tend to have my annual Halloween like movie party. Not really a party. It's just probably just me and another friend, where we just watch Halloween flicks. And I'm like already thinking about what I'm gonna show. It's always like fun and light, but also it can be very, very scary. I have yet to watch it, the remake and the original. I am going to watch the original tomorrow, hopefully. But there were lines out the door for the new one. Not ready to watch that just yet. I know the original is gonna scare me so much more. I did watch glimpses of it in like the 5th grade, but I had no understanding. Now that I'm an adult, um, I will be able to be more affected by it, I guess. Anyways, those were my summer film favorites. Sorry if I went through those too quickly. Please let me know your film favorites, because, yeah, there were a lot of films that came out this year, and I wasn't able to catch them all. But I feel like I will be able to. Eventually, so many. I think if I had to pick one film of the summer that I loved out of the list that I just said, let me see. It might be Baby Driver or Good Time, or both. Those 2 films are absolutely outstanding. Hands down, 2 of the best films of this year. Edgar Wright is truly, truly. That 3rd act really got to me. It was powerful. Expected, but powerful. And still surprising, to say the least. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out my blog, www.sosrealthoughts.com, for more trailer reaction, film reviews, and all that good stuff. Please let me know what your film favorites were for the summer, or what you're anticipating for the next half of the year. My God. It's not even half. It's like we're already more than halfway through. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys on the flip side. Bye.